Time now for the one and only, the original Friday Night Sports Blitz.
Hey, welcome back to the Friday Night Sports Blitz. First night of the season, Chris. We already saw some great games. We got score updates.
Yeah,
too.
score update right now. Not final yet, but Hitchcock has taken a 43-36 lead over Refugio. Few minutes to go. That was the Blitz co-game of the week, so we'll keep you updated. Hopefully Refugio can come back in that one.
No question.
All right, so we got other games to get to. Let's jump to Cavaness. Tuloso-Midway up 14-0 on Moody, a 4A, 5A matchup. But here, Moody's Ja'Cory Perry, he's going to get upended. A great gain there. Oh, look out. He would be okay. Sets the Trojans up. Great field position, but penalties move the chains. Penalties, though, would push him back, and then a 23-yard field goal. Pushed left. Trojans come up empty. That just kind of let the air out of the sails. TM now on the move. Jonas Darby there getting forced out of bounds, but getting the first, and Joseph Thomas on the ground. He picks up a first down of his own, and that would set up this. Move the chains again. Chain game busy into this half. Damian Figueroa here gonna punch it in for the score, just getting across the line.
He would not be denied on that one.
He would not. 21-0 Warriors. That means the cheerleaders got to do a lot of push-ups. The ladies are not in mid-season form yet. Yeah, it's going to take them a little bit to get there.
21 push-ups. Oh, my goodness.
I couldn't do 21 push-ups. So Moody's Jimmy Rodriguez here going to get the nice catch over the middle. Trojans looking like they might get some points on the board before the half, but that Warrior defense coming up big here. Jaden Kemp going to get the sack for Chris O'Neill's squad. TM big in this one. Let's pop that final 28-0 over Moody.
How about that? Good job on the Warriors right there. Big time showing out. Okay, now moving on to the Ray Texans and the Laredo Nixon Mustangs. So here in the first quarter, we pick it up. 28-yard pass right here to the wide receiver, putting Ray up 7-0. 6:47 remaining in that first quarter here. Now, a minute later, Mustangs have themselves a big-time run. This is 70 yards. No one can catch up to him as he flies into the end zone. Even score after that huge gain. Cheerleaders loving it. Fans are into it. Now the Texans up into the air, this time connecting in the end zone to regain the lead. So good for the Texans, working their way up there. About 5 minutes remaining in the first half here. The Texans once again finding the end zone to go into halftime with a 27-17 lead on that huge run right there. Now let's pull up the final score in this one. Final score, Ray, 48-31. So a big-time win for the Coastal Bend as they went on the road to Laredo.
Good season opening win for the Texans. All right, let's get on to the next one. A couple of new coaches in this one. Ingleside and Mathis, all local matchup. New Mathis coach, Roger Masters there on the sideline. Well, here on the opening kickoff, Ingleside's Mason Johnson on the return somewhere. Wait for it. Wait for it. Coming right at you.
Whoa!
Into your living room.
That's
I know
like a magic trick.
TVs aren't really a thing anymore, but hey, Travis Crispin, new Ingleside coach, is going to be liking that then. Aiden Jacobson going to hit Jordan Smith for the big gain. That's about 40 yards down the sideline. Then the handoff to Nate Ambrose for the score. The big man puts Ingleside up 7-0. Then Jacobson, he is a multi-year starter for Ingleside. Big weapon for them, trying to get it going, but that Mathis defense there with the swarm, but the pressure, and he's not going to get caught. Not going to get him. And then he unleashes down the field for the score, just like they drew it up. I'm sure Javier Solis III for the score, 14-0 Ingleside. Let's take a look at the final. All Mustangs in this one, 57-6.
Yeah, the experience on display right there on that play. That was a really good way to end out that game. Okay, now moving on to Cotulla and the West Oso Bears. So Cotulla paying a visit to West Oso. New coach Kenneth Johnson here. So the Oso defense got started big time, no gain, and then they'll get the ball back. Screen pass right here to Jordan Jackson. That was a pass from Devin Martinez by the Oso Bears, and they just kept moving the ball to get this one started here in the first quarter. A solid run right there by Tristan Perry. And now Martinez looking to connect through the air again, this time to Deshaun Trimble. And he just keeps going, and they just kind of keep this really going here. And then this one is through the air, but then West Oso is able to actually get the ball back right away. So West Oso with the big time interception right there, they start moving their way back into this game. Cotulla trying to do anything they can. This is a nice run right here by Alejandro Medina, who runs it out of bounds. And now we're in the second quarter here, but a big time stop right here by the defense will put West Oso back in the driver's seat as they drive their way back down towards the end of the second quarter right here. Big catch by Joshua Williams. And then it'll keep going as they just keep throwing through the air. Big time.
Stand bounds, stand bounds.
And he gets so close. He gets so close.
Almost.
And you'll see how close the running back gets. Right here, this is like inches away from the end zone. And then finally, the quarterback is able to finish it out.
Do it himself.
Punches through, does it himself
Right before the half.
Exactly, right before the half. Gets up, flexes for the camera. And now let's take a look at the final score. It was that was halftime. Now it's 21-14 was the final. So West Oso was able to finish this one out with another touchdown.
Yeah, good win. We saw some new coaches getting their first wins tonight with new teams. Kenneth Johnson coming over from Vets. West Oso, congrats to him. And Travis Christman, Ingleside, getting his first win as well with the Mustangs.
Exactly. So really exciting to see just how great these Coastal Bend teams were doing, especially traveling to Laredo too.
Yep,
I mean,
Ray,
you got to
Texans,
factor in the travel time and then to be able to do that too.
And hey, we have an update. Unfortunately, it's not a great update. Refugio falls to Hitchcock. This one was more competitive than last year, but 43-36 the final.
Wow.
So, you know, Bobcats went 0-1 last year and then went all the way to the state championship.
And we're
game.
talking about a state runner-up, right?
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, Hitchcock's definitely no slouch. They're a bigger school, ranked number 7 in Class 3 AD1. So, you know, I'm sure Coach Herring will have them good to go for next week as well. Well, we've got plenty more action coming up in the third block, so stay tuned, everybody.